So you're a real estate agent and looking to make a switch, or you're an aspiring agent and you're wondering which brokerage to hang your hat under. And you're wondering about this model called eXp. Well, in this video, what we're going to go over is the top 5 reasons not to join this brokerage. Now, you've probably seen a couple of other videos before where it's somebody hyping it up, telling you what the bad reasons are, but they're all good reasons. This is my no BS assessment, so stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty. I wanted to give you some good insight from my experience from working with Realty, which is all your Century 21, your Coldwell, ERA, all those, as well as the Keller Williams and now the eXp model, and just give you my insight as a team owner, as a single agent, and working in multiple states to give you some good perspective. So let's get into it and let's start talking about the 5 reasons not to join eXp. So number 1 on our list is the MLM stigma. Yes, the multi-level marketing stigma that comes in with eXp. So you probably get those overzealous people that have no idea how to talk about really anything, and they sound like this used car salesman half the time. I can tell you, being at this brokerage, this is something I disliked as well, and it was the stigma that, hey, we're just a what they called a Ponzi scheme, right, where there was just all these people making all this money at the top, and then there's no value, so it just like is gone, right? Honestly, that hasn't been an issue since we've joined this brokerage. I didn't join it, and I didn't bring my team here because of the MLM, or the revenue share program that they do have here at eXp. It's a great opportunity, actually, if you want to do something just beyond real estate and you're looking to build something like almost like a retirement plan that will pay you without you having to put anything in. Now, don't get me wrong, you have to put in plenty of work. It's almost a second full-time job if you want to become a recruiter. I personally am not a recruiter. I got into eXp and used their systems to do real estate and to help people out. But it's a really great system if you want to get into it. If you want some more information on what that rev share looks like, remember, it's revenue share, not profit share like they have over in places like Keller Williams, okay? So it actually has what comes through revenue, not necessarily profit, which means that you actually do make money off of this as time goes forward, and as you tell people that are like-minded like you that want to join this brokerage. But again, this may be a reason that holds you back, that says, no, I don't want any part of it. No problem at all. Okay, number 2 reason why not to join this brokerage is you want to physically be in an office. Like, you want to go in, you want to see the big Realty sign, your Better Homes and Garden. You're going to walk into that brokerage and you just want a storefront, essentially a storefront, a brokerage front. That does not happen here with eXp, okay? Everything with eXp is cloud-based. And because it's cloud-based, is they can pay you a heck of a lot better because they don't have to worry about a brick and mortar building that they have to supply you with, and electricity and all the other things that come around with it. If you're an agent that likes having their office in their car, you meet their clients at the house for listings or at a coffee shop. I personally love coffee. May have had a little too much today, but you like to meet them up there, and you don't ever bring anybody to the office. This is a perfect brokerage for you. You know, you don't need to pay the premium that those other brokerages are charging you for the overhead. So everything is cloud-based, and what I mean by that is all the data, all the people, everything is available in the cloud. So as long as you have an internet connection and a phone and a computer, you're good to go. And even if you didn't have a computer, you could pretty much do everything on a tablet and on your phone if you can figure it out. I can't really figure it out, so I need one. But good news is that they have a thing called eXp World. An eXp world's like this virtual place where you have your own avatar and you can walk around, and physically there's somebody on the other side of it where you have all the support staff, almost like going into that building. Not only that, but you have your own state buildings that you can go to where everything is virtually there and interactive. They even have courses for education that go in, and they have live classes in there, and actually looks like you're sitting in an auditorium. It's actually pretty cool. And you get to make a fun avatar, which I personally liked as well. Not only that, but they also have Workspace, and Workspace is like Facebook for just eXp, which is fantastic. If you're looking for a place to get leads, there's a good referral group that's in there. You've got all sorts of different collaboration throughout everybody that's in there. You can talk to any eXp person or anybody that's building a team, is brand new, is in this area. You know, there's so many great ways to collaborate with eXp, and it's got tons and tons of different things for you. But again, if you need that office atmosphere, well, this big office atmosphere, this probably isn't the one for you. But I do want to caveat all this out with, because I do run a team, I do have an office for them. And it's in an office building that we have where they can come in, they can meet clients, they can do this and that. So we have created it. It comes out of our own pocket for our team. But again, you know, that's the environment that I wanted. But it's still way less than what I have paid previous brokers just to have a cubicle in their space. Okay, number 3 reasons why not to join eXp is, well, you like to run your real estate business old school. What I mean by old school, I mean really old school, where you are just, you've got a notepad and you've got a planner, and you're not using any technology whatsoever. If you're running your business old school and you're just on the phone and you've got an old rotary phone, sorry. If you got like these older, this old technologies, this old mindset, there's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and get after it. But eXp may not be the best way for you. Why? Because eXp is leveraged everything from their technology. They've got the virtual world that I was talking about, the eXp marketplace. They've got and paid for the system called KV Core, and it's a huge and very powerful website / CRM system where you can get leads really, really easy and very, very cheap if you're doing everything right. You can track all your people on there and have these campaigns that are already in there, or create your own. You've got automatic voice drop, which means like it schedules a call for you, right? And then it just drops a voicemail in it, like it'll ring the phone once and then they're like, oh, I missed a call from Tim. And it's a recorded voicemail that I already sent while I'm doing other things, right? That's really cool too. Of course, it's got automated emails and text messages. You can send a text message from this system. How crazy is it if somebody gets on your website and immediately they get a text message from you, be like, hey, you know, this is Tim, I'm with eXp. You know, I just saw you were on our website. Wow, this guy's really responsive. They have that in the system alone. And normally, in a system like this, if you bought it and you were in a different brokerage or had your own brokerage, you're talking at least $500 a month for this. eXp only charges you $50 a month for it. Yes, $50 a month. Their whole fee is technology and training is $85 per month. That's all you pay for your dues to be at eXp. But again, this isn't for everybody. So if you don't want to leverage all the technology, and I didn't even come close to scratching the surface of all the different things that are on there, then this wouldn't be the place for you to go to leverage that. Okay, number 4 reason why not to join eXp is you'd rather have a broker or a manager that's really over your shoulder, physically over your shoulder, really, I don't want to say micromanaging, but really paying attention to what you are doing to keep you accountable. So a lot of people coming into this industry think this is like a job. This is just a job, right? Where we check in and we punch in our time card and we just keep going. Now, the rest of our experienced agents here know that that's not the case. You are held by yourself as a single agent to be accountable. And if you can't hold yourself accountable to get to the office on time, to make your calls, to follow up with people, to do your cold calls, all those different things, then if you don't like it, you won't do it. So you needed somebody to keep you accountable for what you were actually being able to do. So having a team leader, having a mentor, having a coach, maybe not necessarily a broker or a manager who's got 50 other agents that they're trying to do that may not be able to give you that accountability as well. So if you want that in-person sort of accountability, then you may want to go with a different broker. However, you can still pay for and have a coach. If you're already an experienced real estate agent, you can go out to workplace and find yourself a accountability partner and keep yourself accountable. There's lots of collaboration, and your success is our success in eXp because we're all shareholders. We all own stake in this company. So the better that you do, the better all of us do, right? And that's why collaboration, that's why they're so big on helping you, okay? And even if you're brand new or just don't have that much experience in Florida or your state real estate, right? You can get what they call a mentor. And I'm a certified mentor through eXp. So if you decide to join and you don't have any experience, I get to be your mentor and keep you accountable and get your trajectory into your career. And it doesn't cost really anything to you guys. It's very, very minimal comparatively to what you're going to pay a coach, several $100s a month just to keep you to do the same thing that you pretty much get for a very, very small fee with eXp. And of course, you get to build those relationships. You always got somebody to call just in case you have questions, which is really great. All right, last but not least, number 5 reason not to join eXp is you'd rather be sitting there at 100% brokerage because you think that the percentage rules just isn't for you. Well, sometimes that's true. There are some great different types of brokerage models out there. From our traditional ones that still exist that have like a scaling pay cap. We've got the 100% brokerages. You've got all sorts of different ones. You've got the cap system like eXp, KW has the same thing. If you don't know KW, it's Keller Williams. And others that have out there that have those different types of structures. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with one. It really just depends on how much business that you're going to do when it makes financial sense. So 100% brokerages aren't all built the same, and our capping brokerages aren't all built the same, right? I can tell you about eXp that you have, as a single agent, have a cap that you have to give the brokerage up to $16,000 before you're 100% capped. Okay, that's where it starts. Now, if you're part of a team, say if you were on my team, you would have either an $8,000 or a $4,000 cap of what you would have to pay the brokerage before you're 100%. Now that's from your 80-20 split that you have with the brokerage. So from that 20%, until it gets to that amount, then you still pay 80-20, where 20% goes to the brokerage and you keep 80% of it. Nice thing about this brokerage too is you actually get paid at the closing table. So you actually get a check. You don't have to wait for the broker to pay you out that way, depending on your state, obviously. I'm in Ohio where that doesn't happen, where the broker has to pay me, but down in Florida, well, you actually get paid there with a check right there at closing, and you don't have to wait for any administrative delay, which is really nice. But anyway, back to those different things. You've got that $16,000 as a single agent that you're going to pay, and then you're 100% capped, and that resets every 12 months or so. So on your anniversary, it resets. Now, you look at your 100% brokerage, and then they're going to be like, hey, we pay you a flat fee, or we charge you a flat fee every single time, right? It's going to be $200, $300 per transaction, and you only have to pay that little bit, and there's nothing else. Except, we do have a monthly fee for you to be part of this. And we do have a broker review fee. And we may have a risk management fee. All right, so as you start stacking these things up, right, and you go through, once you get to a certain amount of transactions, it doesn't make sense to be at a 100% broker, right? And not only that, but eXp, when you actually cap, you become what they call an icon agent. And being an icon agent gives you that $16,000 that you gave to the company, that gives you it back to you in stock options, which go right back in, and it goes into stock. And now that $16,000 you put right back in there. Not only that, you're paying $16,000, at eXp, I talked about stock, and I probably don't have the qualifications to tell you everything about it, but I can tell you from my experience what happened is you can take a very small, I think it's 5% of whatever your commission is each time, and just have it taken out of your paycheck to go towards those stock options. You can get it for like a discount, which is pretty nice. I could tell you for my first year with eXp, with the amount of closings that I did, and you can look me up if you want to, how many closings I did for it. By the end of that year, the amount that I put in, which was very, very minuscule compared to what I got out, was ridiculous. We made over $100,000 just in stock alone. It was nuts. I didn't even know it was happening. Like, it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, that's just going out. So that's a nice little option to have. So those 100% brokerages are good until you become a really good producer. If you're part-time or only doing a couple of deals a year, that might be the perfect thing for you. But if you're a big producer and you want to get that money back and you want to have that money to do with what you want with it, this is probably the best route to go for you. But again, everybody's different, and all brokers are a little bit different as far as their models are, and sometimes this isn't the best one for you. However, if it is, or if you have any further questions, you can reach out to me personally. All my information is below here on this video, so go ahead and check that out. Send me a text, shoot me a message, or just find me on social media. I'm always happy to link up with anybody that wants to accelerate their career. There is so much business to be had out there. I do not mind helping anybody out, and I'd love to connect with you. But again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with the eXp Realty, and we'll check you out in our next video. Take care and good luck.